My cat is eating very loudly. It's very distracting. Hi, welcome to the most unprepared video of all time. I just kind of turned on the camera, had the slightest bit of an idea of what I was going to be doing, and now I'm just winging it. Hope it's worth the iCloud storage. I had this idea. I wanted to draw something, and I thought that maybe I could bring a camera along with my journey into starting this project. Maybe that'll be entertaining. I'm so unprepared. I'm patting my cheeks out of unpreparedness. This is what I wanted to draw today. I've been very inspired by it this whole time that it's been sitting. Oh my God, don't move. The whole time that it's been sitting on my art desk, I'm just like, God, I want to draw that shit. And so I'm drawing that shit. I am drawing this with pen, because love me some pen. And I'll be drawing it on this kind of like manila yellow color of pastel paper. It works just as well with ink, so it should be fine. I don't know what colors I want to do yet. Let's choose colors together. Let's do that together. Oh my God. Quick note, my cat's probably going to jump up here and interrupt the video multiple times because, you know, that's just how I've raised my son, to be a bastard. Let's look in my bag of goodies. Are you ready, Ziggy? I'm thinking because I'm doing yellow paper, I want to do a more cool tone. Can you please stop licking your butthole on my desk? You're gonna have to come down. That's not gonna be acceptable here. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I'm thinking a cool tone, maybe in the blues or purples, something that'll kind of have a bit of a complementary color effect. But I don't want to do just like flat purple. I might do purple as just more of like a darker shading type color, and then do light blue and purple, or should we just go dark blue and purple? I feel like we should stick with that. I'm probably just gonna have the camera pointing down at the paper as I'm drawing it. I have a couple topics that I'd like to discuss on, just like while I'm drawing and while I'm starting this one up. And also I'll explain what I'm doing to maybe try and educate, because that's my major, art education, so maybe this is some resume shit right here, you know? Except it isn't, because I just said shit. And that is not good to have on a resume. But for real, I actually want to try and teach some things in this video. I guess let's just get started. Okay, hold on. I still need to position this object, so I'm just gonna bring it in frame real quick while I fix the positioning. Got him sitting on a little colored pencil there. It's probably uncomfortable for you fella, but gotta do it for the art, you know? Ooh, that's perfect. Okay, my set is looking beautiful and I am ready to draw. Now this is the scariest part for me, is trying to get this shit proportionate. And that's why I've got this proportion tool. I think I'm just gonna kind of make it the same size that it is in reality onto the paper. Maybe a little bit bigger, I don't know. I think I'll only make it the slightest bit bigger than it is in real life. I'll measure the actual dimensions of the object I'm drawing, and then this measurement will be just very, very, very slightly bigger than it, just so that I can take up a good amount of space on this page. I think I'm gonna use a pencil for this, if I can find one. Actually, let's just use our white pen, so that disappears pretty easy. Okay, so right there is the width of the jar that I'll be drawing. Now I'll get the length. Man, this thing is useful. So that's our basic jar shape. I'm just gonna draw about 3/4 of this jar. basically just went forward in time, and now I have all the little markings for the proportions of everything. You want to say hi? All right, that's nice. I think I'm gonna mainly focus on blue for this one, and then just go in with the purple and black when I'm adding more detail or something like that. I don't know. Trying to think about things to talk about, honestly. I told you I was not prepared for this, that this would be the most ill-prepared video your eyes have ever seen. So far, so good. I think I went a little too far with this one, but that's okay, because that's why we've got the white pen to save us. Thank you, white pen. Oh, God, I love drawing, you guys. I fucking love drawing. Maybe that's what I should talk about. My history with art and how I discovered drawing, because that makes sense for a first video. Well, not really a first video. I've actually made lots of videos in the past on YouTube, but they're all gone now. This will actually be a fun story to tell while I draw this. I used to have a YouTube channel in, I want to say, 7th or 8th grade, or both. I think it was mostly 8th grade. I was obsessed with YouTube, as if I'm not still already, but I was just really obsessed back then. Especially obsessed with Shane Dawson. I really, really, really loved his skit comedies. I had his shirts from Hot Topic. I actually got to meet him on one of his book tours, so that was awesome. But anyways, my history on YouTube. I was kind of making like skit comedies like Shane Dawson. I think it was about 2012 was when I first started making YouTube videos. Surprisingly, my parents were extremely supportive of it. I don't know, you would just usually think that, like, when you're a 7th grade kid saying, I'm gonna be famous and make YouTube videos, that your parents would be like, whoa there, sonny. But they were like, no, yeah, here's an editing equipment, here's a camera, like, get to it. And I just kind of fell off of it because I think it just became like a lot of work for a 7th grader, because I was making 2 videos a week. I was making a video on Saturday and a video on Sunday. So basically my only 2 off days from school, I was making a video. I would edit that day as well, so it's like, how the hell would I ever have time for homework, right? Answer, I didn't. And I made more time for social activities instead of just secluding myself in my bedroom with a camera. Although sometimes I debate that it would have been more fun to seclude myself in the bedroom with a camera. Because I did have fun on YouTube. I had about 200 subscribers on my channel in 7th grade. And I mean, it was gaining traction, I'm not gonna lie. I'm having a lot of fun drawing this as well. And I'm glad you get to join me here today. And I am really loving the way that this white ink is looking on this yellow paper. And I love the way it's blending and making these light blues. So anyways, back to my topic about my start on YouTube. I remember I actually had fans on that YouTube account. And I actually had a fan. I say fan with air quotes because in reality she was just kind of my friend that was from a long distance away and just like really liked my YouTube videos. But she wanted to like send me fan mail and stuff. She was always like promoting my content on her YouTube channel. She was also like, I think 12 or something, around that age whenever she found my YouTube channel. So we were both like pretty young and naive. Oh, you know what? This is the perfect time for you to be doing that right now, Ziggy. I'm totally not bothered by this whatsoever. Oh, did you think I would be bothered by this? Because I'm not. I'm actually very bothered by this. But yeah, that was my start with YouTube. Now I'll talk about my start with art. Honestly, I've been drawing ever since I can remember. The first piece of art that I ever remember being a part of was something that my mom painted whenever I was like, I think I was 2 or 3, so I was really young. This was like one of my first memories. But my mom painted this really, really cool abstract painting. It was really huge, and she called it postpartum, as in postpartum depression. I believe that's what she called it. It's got little prints of my mom's feet and then my feet right next to hers. I remember her painting my feet for that and just laughing my little ass off because it was so damn ticklish. But she painted my feet like rainbow. She pressed my feet up against the canvas, and my little baby feet are still on that canvas to this day, which stays in her garage, I believe. Oh, the hardest part about jars is getting it to look like it's actually a jar, you know? That's looking about right, right? Huh? Reassurance. Someone reassure me that this is okay looking. So anyways, that was the first time I ever remember doing something artistic like that. I also remember just as a kid wanting to draw a lot and sketching and always doing like, I mean, not very good stuff, just kind of like stick figures, things that kids would draw, you know. But I've always been interested in it. I've always enjoyed the idea of drawing because it makes me feel more like I can take a grasp of reality whenever I'm drawing, because what I'm drawing right now is a little piece of reality, but it's my own little piece of reality that I can make whatever I want it to be. And that idea is extremely soothing to me. Oh, this white is being so smeary right now. I should just wait for it to dry a little more before I go in with the white. Lining a drawing is probably the hardest part and at the same time the easiest part. It's hardest because you got to get the proportions right, but it's also the easiest because you're just drawing lines. But personally, I think it's most fun to put in the finishing details of a nearly completed piece. I'm just gonna lapse through some of the outlining of the rest of this, but I will be back to chat later. All right, so as we can see, we've made quite a bit of progress here. And I'm just gonna keep drawing until I get a rough outline. I don't know why I just capped that. Until I get a rough outline of the stick figure guy here. So, some topics that I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to talk about current events, things that I know are on people's minds. What I do want to talk about is the Christmas season. I've never been a fan of Christmas. Well, I mean, I was when I was a kid, because let's be honest, we all liked Christmas when we were a kid because we were selfish assholes that just wanted gifts for ourselves. But yeah, everyone liked Christmas as a kid, but now it's just such a hassle as an adult. Because I'm a 20-year-old right now. I have a fur baby and bills to pay. And so the fact that the Christmas season rolls around and it's like, oh great, gotta save money to buy these gifts because I'm obligated to buy these gifts at this certain time in my life and no other time in the year. And that is so stupid. I just think if you want to get someone a gift and you want to show them that you care about them, why does it have to be specifically in December during Christmas time that you do that? Why can't you just randomly have some sort of act of kindness? Why do we have to have this month as an excuse to be kind to each other and get each other gifts? And let me tell you why. It's because of capitalism, folks. It's because this is the end of the year, and so all the retailers want to make the most sales as possible at the end of their year. That's all it is. That's what Christmas is about. And that's why I am not really a fan of Christmas anymore. Some things I do think are really nice about Christmas, though, is the fact that people put lights up and stuff on their houses, although people can go really overboard with that, and I have a few words about that I could say. I do like that during the darkest and the coldest times of the year, we're putting up lights and getting all cheery and stuff because this is a depressing time of year. Wow, this body is like way off. Oh my gosh, it's totally unproportionate. Wait, no it's not. What the fuck? I totally fucked up. Okay, we can fix this, it's fine. Just gotta move it this way a little bit. Oh god. Oh god. Did I really mess my shit up this bad right now? Oh man. What am I going to do about this? Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Back to what I was talking about. Yeah, but it's really nice that everyone kind of lights up the neighborhood when it's dark and stuff, because I think that's just a nice gesture. And for some people, they like having the excuse to get their loved ones gifts, and that's fine. I just don't support the really capitalist side of Christmas. But I do have some beef with Christmas decorations, and that's why the fuck would some of these people just spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on these inflatable, weird red and green knickknacks on their front lawn that'll only be up for a month. But I see the craziest, so pointlessly obnoxious in people's lawns. I just always think to myself, like, is this what you want to spend your money on? You want to spend your money on something that'll only come in use for 1 month out of the year. It drains so much of your electricity, keeping up all those lights and fucking like Santa animatronics or inflatables or whatever the hell. And it's like, for what? Maybe it's for Christmas cheer or whatever. But I just don't see Christmas cheer or the Christmas spirit being like $500 worth, you know? But hey, if it makes you happy to spend hundreds upon hundreds of dollars on lights and ornaments and things of that nature because it makes you happy, then I guess that's not so bad, right? I just really miss Halloween. I think that's all it is I'm just bitter about Halloween. The fact that I have to wait 10 more months for Halloween is just heartbreaking. And with this foot right here, he is going to be just about done for today. These proportions are still a bit off and not looking very 3D at the moment, but later on I'm definitely going to go in with some white and just fine-tune the whole thing, really line everything up nice and clean. And then after we do that, we're going to be adding some more details into the inner cores of these light bulbs right here, details in the jar and the lid. It's going to be a fun time. So this is what we're stopping on for now for part 1. I'm definitely going to have to line over that little stick guy again and really get the lines nice and crisp and get a good clear image of his shape and proportions. And I'm gonna have to scale down the middle light bulb right there. But so far, so good. I will see you in part 2, whenever that will be, because I don't know the next time I'll have free time to work on this, but I'll see you then.